very good afternoon from AUT Millennium on Auckland's North Shore. It is water polo, and we are looking forward to this. The gold medal match to decide the best water polo club in the country. The might of Marist up against the defending champions Tauranga. The two teams met in the same final last year. And for Marist, well, it's been 6 or 7 months of thinking about the what-if moments in a very closely fought final last year. Matt Lewis, what a player. The likes of Matt Small, Louis Clark up against a Tauranga team with the great goalkeeper in Bay Fountain. You've got the likes of Daniel Kays there, and of course Joseph Kays, Theo Boss. This should be an absolute beauty. Don't go away. Go get yourself your cup of tea. Settle in and enjoy this one. This should be a classic. Kurt Goldsworthy, my expert comments man alongside of me. Kurt, am I exaggerating? How good is this going to be?
Well, these teams were scheduled to play 3 times pre this match, and they only managed to get the one in on COVID due to COVID lockdowns in Auckland. But that went to penalties, and then Tauranga took it away 13-12. This has the opportunity to be an absolutely outstanding match.
Brilliant. Okay, the teams will be introduced, one of the great traditions in water polo. And we will run through those teams for you. So it is Tauranga there, closest, or the left-hand side of your picture in the green. And, of course, the might of Marist across on the right-hand side. They are the two powerhouses, and there has been a shift in terms of the sport with Tauranga Bay of Plenty starting to take over the dominance of the traditional Auckland clubs. We will go through the teams, starting with the Marist Magic team. Nigel Tan 1, Matt Lewis, the great Matt Lewis in 2, Liam Patterson in 3, Ryan Pike will wear number 4, 5 Philip Hargraves, 6 Matt Small, 7 Ben Fleming, 8 Louis Clark, 9 Fabian Van Roy. Amosa Gill will wear the number 10 cap, Braden Drennan 11, outside of him will be Richard Chambers in 12, and rounding out the squad of 13, Thomas Kingsmill. Their coach is Jacques Venter. Now looking at this very impressive Tauranga lineup. He is the best goalkeeper in the country in Bay Fountain. And then you've got the experience of Joseph Kays, the man who played water polo for Australia at the Olympic Games. Theo Boss, David Cooper, Cameron Hayes, another one of the Kays dynasty in Daniel Kays wearing the number 6. Justin Pickering will wear 7. Number 8, Wilson Longhurst. 9, Ethan Carrington. 11 will be Sam Jones. 12, Nick Patterson. 13, Just Neugebauer. And I do apologise, the number 10 cap will be worn by Harry Boss. Their coach is Paul Kays. John Waldrow there, one of the officials. He has a place at the Olympic Games in Tokyo. Congratulations to him on his appointment. And just again running through that list for you. On visual, Matt Lewis, Ryan Pike, Matt Small, Amosa Gould. Such experience, such a strong skill set. The Kays boys. How do you shut down Joseph Kays? Bay Fountain in goal. Shut down Joseph Kays, well, then you've got to look at players like Pickering, Nick Patterson, Theo Boss. Class quality throughout this Tauranga lineup. So looking forward to this game. Expect nothing in it. Expect it to be gladiatorial. Expect it to be physical. Kurt Goldsworthy, what is key to winning this final? How important are those first 2 to 3 minutes?
Well, both teams will want to get into the game and set how they want to play. And the the defending team will need to dictate how they want to defend. It's going to be extremely hard to slow down Joseph Kays. Danny Kays comes in as another outside shooter. Cameron Hayes, outside shooter. Theo Boss, outside shooter. There's outside shooters everywhere. Justin Pickering. So that Tauranga team's good inside and outside. But the difference yesterday in their semi-final against Hutt, Bay Fountain. Absolutely outstanding.
Yep, best goalkeeper in the country, I think that is fair to say. He's been good in the Premier League, which was a new competition last year. Fabian Van Roy just taking this team into their final huddle, trying to just get that adrenaline, get that nervous system up, make sure these players are focused. They heard after losing this final last year, but a lot of pressure and Matt Lewis needs to lift this team today.
Absolutely. They're going to be led pretty much by Fabian in the back court. Fabian Van Roy just become a father on Wednesday, didn't play yesterday, so he's a key member of this team, and he's the only one that'll probably have a crack at Joseph Case.
John Willow here, and the other official, the other referee is Michael Brooks. So we are underway. Suzuki National Club Final, gold medal match, Marist versus Tauranga, the dream final. And it will be immediately Tauranga who get things underway. Looking to try and come forward, and they'll immediately go through Nick Patterson. Patterson decides to just lay it off. Finds Teo Boss. Boss has the shot, but well played by Thomas Kingsmill in goal for Marist.
Richard Chambers coming away with the ball. Good shot by Teo Boss.
So Kingsmill goes across to Matt Small. Scott Lewis out to his right. Looks for the entry pass, doesn't quite read it right. They pick it off, turnover for Tauranga.
Yeah, well done, Nick Patterson.
Get it straight back to Bay Fountain. How important is he? In ice hockey, the goaltender is everything. Water polo, same level, same in field hockey. Do not underestimate the importance of a good goalkeeper. Chance here for Tauranga. Cooper goes back to Teo Boss.
Good defensive pattern here.
Yeah, good defensive, nice defence. So just describe the defence that you are seeing.
Oh, they're definitely playing a zone, protecting Fabian Van Roy at centre back.
Gone long, chance here. Maybe first ball scoring opportunity. Work him over. Happy though for Marist to settle things down. We see Tauranga come back in numbers now.
First exclusion.
And so 6 on 5. First opportunity for Marist. They go through Patterson. Patterson goes across to Richard Chambers goes across to Braden Drennan.
Yeah.
So Drennan. Oh, good water polo. Great defence.
Yeah.
Tauranga hanging on. Well, let's just go to the replay here and just try and pick up what did happen.
Pull on by Matt Lewis into the head of Bay Fountain. Outstanding by both of them. Great pass from Richard Chambers to Matt Lewis on the post.
So Nick Patterson bringing the ball forward for Tauranga.
Joseph Kay's playing on the perimeter now.
Yeah, Kay's in the number 2 cap, the big man. It is David Cooper with the ball. Now Kay's. First time we've seen him into the game. The big long shot with the cannon. All ambitious, but he shows his intent early. Not prepared to muck around. And now Marist. Thomas Kingsmill gets play back underway down the right-hand side, straight to Lewis.
Good opportunity.
Lewis not happy to bring it forward. Out of Sacred Heart College. To Drennan. Entry past the shot must come. Brilliant. Ryan Pike. And that is the start that Marist wanted.
That is outstanding on Joseph Case. Shape to go to his right. To his left, and then came to his right.
Well, Joseph Case thinks to himself,
Overcommits.
nobody does that to me, not in Australia, not here.
That's
and
outstanding.
simply Marist Magic. Ryan Pike says, well, I do. Here you go. Psychological victory to me. Game on.
Yeah, good play, Ryan Pike. Nick Patterson with the ball.
So it'll always be coming up. Oh, shot
Oh,
comes
good
off.
shot.
Oh, well, they bounce back, don't they? Psychological gamesmanship to you. I don't think so, says the brilliance of Nick Patterson.
Yeah, nice shot, Nick Patterson. Fabian Van Roy disappointed he didn't get an arm up there.
1-1. Immediately, Chambers goes across, good little entry pass, tries to turn, tries to find Ryan Pike
again
with the shot, but picked off nicely by Bay Fountain. Well, it is action from one end of the pool to the next.
Yeah, some good polo.
Now, Fountain just happy to slow things down, surveying his options in front of him. Marist getting back in numbers, looking to set up his own type defence at the moment. Kay's looking to push forward. They find Kay's the entry pass. The danger. Oh, good save
Fortunate
from Thomas
there.
Kingsmill. But you can just see the danger there of Kay's. He was on the perimeter and then he just pushed forward into that centre forward position. The entry pass came and it was only brilliant keeping from Kingsmill that prevented the goal. Go across, 12. Is Chambers. Ryan Pike. And the shot does come. Good block again from Founder. With that come from the upright. Hard to just pick it up on the angle. They'll come back across to Richard Chambers though.
And they've gone even. Ryan Pike with the ball.
With the shot,
the
yes,
shot.
the shot up off the upright. Boy, both teams showing plenty of intent when it comes to the attacking side of it.
Yeah, Ryan Pike excluded in the backcourt. Good work there.
So it'll be Tauranga that have got the 6-on-5 situation. They'll bring it up through Teo Boss. Where is Kays, the big man? They go across the pool, straight to Pickering.
Dave Cooper.
Pickering back to Cooper.
Oh,
Cooper
good
with
shot.
a shot, and Cooper down the right-hand side. Cooper scores.
Yeah, nice shot, David Cooper.
Let's have a look at that.
Yeah, outstanding. Trying to push Tom Kingsmill to his left. Doing so, opening up the right side of the cage.
And that gives them the nearest of leads. That is Suzuki. We
Good
put 2
entry
goals
pass.
to 1. Entry pass coming.
Penalty
goalkeeper
awarded.
walks all over him. Penalty awarded.
Yeah, penalty on Teo Boss.
So Teo Boss.
Matt Small to take the penalty.
Small number
And he
8.
nails it. Very quick.
So now 2-all. Tauranga. We'll just have another look here. Yep, just sends the keeper the other way. Now Fountain, no real chance there, but it will be Tauranga who come forward with the ball. Let's see what they can do, the defending champions. They'll be looking to bring Kays into this game as much as they can. And this is Boss again, happy to just push it wide to Cooper. Cooper now, back to Boss. These two playing between each other. The shot does come from a long way, but good block from Thomas Kingsmill in goal. The whistle is going, a lot of exclusion. There was a lot of niggle, great crowd and good atmosphere. You're watching netball, I was going to say netball, water polo at the highest level. Well, netball these days is just as physical as well, isn't it?
It is
So
indeed.
there we
David
go.
Cooper excluded.
So Cooper excluded. They find Lewis. Lewis will go back to Matt Small for Marist. In fact, this is Small. Sorry, that is Lewis. Lewis, number 2 out on the right-hand side. The shot comes, great block. Boy, I think it was Kays that got his mid on that one. Pushing forward again, though. They're playing with pace. Shot clock starting to run down.
Certainly is.
They go. Left-hand side, looking
Oh,
to set it
great
up. Great
pass.
Matt Lewis! Matt Lewis, the genius of the pass, the class of Lewis. We talk about that understanding. We talk about those combinations. That is why Marist have arguably been the most successful club in the last decade in the sport of water polo.
Outstanding pass. Absolutely. Some good work on that side by Ben Fleming to help Matt Lewis create some space. And an outstanding pass from Liam Patterson.
Okay, so here we go back into play. The shot comes at the other end, somewhat ambitious, being thrown there by Neubauer. But Neubauer deciding that, hey, I might as well just try and get them off guard if I can. But Thomas Kingsmill showing plenty of experience in goal at the moment. Very good start to the game from Kingsmill. He has been a real wall. And now it is Marist who come down with the lead 3 goals to 2.
Oh, good
Bring it
positioning
again,
by the
finding
centre
Lewis.
forward.
Lewis looks for the entry pass, but picked off this time by Bay Fountain. Read it well. Great intent once again, coming from Marist.
Yeah, a little bit loose, the pass.
Pushing back up the far side of the pool. It is Sam In fact, it is Ugbar. Looking, good defence from Marist. Very good
Exclusion
defence
here
from Fabian Van Rooy in the number 9 cap. Number 12, though, is
7.
Patterson. Patterson goes back to Pickering. They push forward. Looking for Kays there in the middle in the number 2 cap, who will push forward at some point. Kays now. No, look at the class of Kays. Just that lovely little tip off the fingers. The entry pass is not quite there and picked off. Good defence from Marist. Good offence. Great water polo. Settle in. What a game. What a final.
Yeah, Cameron Hayes really pushing that last pass. I think he wanted to shoot it. It slipped out of his fingers.
So back up the pool they go. Driving forward now. And it is Drennan. Drennan to Fabian Van Rooy.
Another exclusion.
And
Opportunity.
Lewis.
Good
brilliant
pass.
from Lewis. Oh, stand up, Marist. A water polo display at the highest level at the moment. Great combination, this time between Lewis and Louis Clark. Let's have a look at the Suzuki replay.
Yeah, good play. Fabian Van Rooy very quick to get it down to Lewis. And across to Louis Clark. Goalkeeper caught on the wrong side.
Boy, they've come out, haven't they? They've really got their nervous systems up. They're in good unison. Kays just shaking his head at the referees. I'm not happy. What are you doing? Well, look at on the scoreboard is the answer from Marist. 4 goals to 2 now. Tauranga looking to try and hit back. They take it up through Teo Boss. Boss surveys his options. Decides to go down the right. Back to Boss. There's a big long shot.
Bad.
Got a minute, and I think Lewis got up, managed to block the shot.
Another counter down the middle. Good pass to Louis Clark.
They're going to go long. Can they shut Clark down? Oh! He fainted to go to the right, and then he just changed the speed on it, changed the trajectory, and just with the subtleness, he went down the left-hand side. A brilliant piece of individual shooting. Have a look at this. Looks to go right. Fakes, bang, left-hand side. Suddenly, this lead extends to Marist, and Tauranga, for the first time in a long time, are in trouble. 5 goals to 2. How good. And the time at the end of the first period. Well, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I just need to have a breather, bring my heart rate down, let the adrenaline just sort of slowly seep out. What a start from Marist. They lost this final last year. They've had a long time to think about it. They've probably done a little bit more homework on Tauranga. They understand how influential Joseph Kays, Daniel Kays are, and they've done everything to keep them out of the game.
Oh, absolutely. And Joseph Kays starting to get a little bit frustrated with the refereeing calls. He just needs to calm down a little bit. Take it easy. Yeah, he was unlucky. Could have easily had a penalty call at one point.
Well, look, the smart players will say, hey, okay, this is how the referee's calling it. This is how he's going to see it. And you've got to be quick to adapt to the referee's interpretation, don't you? So, look, if you think that, you know, that should be a turnover situation and that somehow there was some skullduggery from Ryan Pike.
Yep. Oh, look, that ball, to me, that ball disappeared. Yep. It went under, but it didn't matter. Referees didn't call it. Nobody complained. Kept on. Look, this is a outstanding game of water polo. There's some good skills being shown here. So, you know, Tauranga going to a 2-1 lead and then coming back. Outstanding.
Paul Kays, what's he saying to his Tauranga team, the defending champions?
I think they've got to work out how to break up the zone a little bit better. The shots they've had have been good. They just haven't been 2 inches inside the frame.
Are they
just
using
outside.
Joseph Kays enough as a decoy?
Well, look, yeah, you've got to keep working him. As long as he's sitting at 2 metres, the outside shooters are as close as they can be. The key is, like Nick Patterson found, is to find a lane to shoot the ball.
Let's have a look at that battle too, because Matt Lewis, Nick Patterson, Lewis seems to be finding space down that right-hand side.
Yeah, he does. He's got...
we know how good he is.
Yeah. Look, he's got good support. Ben Fleming hopped in and created some space, and he got an easy goal from Liam Patterson's outstanding pass.
It is a good crowd in for this final at the Millennium Institute on Auckland's North Shore. You can just have a look there. It is boisterous. There is no love lost between these two teams, but it's great for the sport. As we just have a look there at Michael Brooks, one of our referees today. Brooks won't be intimidated. He'll call it as he sees it. And we are back underway. Who will get the first opportunity with the ball in the second period? Let's have a look. Who's done the work in the pool? It goes to Marist, immediately to Lewis. Lewis happy to go to Braden Drennan. Drennan will bring the ball, in fact, Richard Chambers will bring the ball forward. Sorry, just picking up those numbers sometimes can be a little difficult. So Chambers coming forward. Yep.
Oh,
Looks for an entry pass. And they'll pick up the penalty. No exclusion there.
Yep.
So it goes across to Lewis. Lewis switches the play. Happy to be patient, Marist.
Chambers on the post. He's looking good for a long
pass.
pass.
At the end of the day, Tauranga more in his own defence. Don't be prepared to press just at the moment.
Got to give up a shot.
And now here comes a shot from Lewis. Lewis has the shot just wide. It was on. Didn't quite get the accuracy right. Patience being shown by Tauranga on defence. Deciding, no, we're not going to press. We're going to go more zone.
5 on 6. You've got to give up a shot from somewhere. Make sure it's through a lot of blockers.
And so now Ethan Carrington will bring this ball forward for Tauranga. He decides to continue down the right-hand side of the pole. Back under the way. So Carrington finds Pickering. Pickering back to Carrington. Little entry pass.
Yeah, good entry pass.
And they draw the exclusion. 6 on 5 to Tauranga. Tauranga with the man advantage. Can they capitalise? Do they bring in Kays? Kays there in the number 2 cap's got 2 defenders on him, which means there is a man clear if they can get it in. Nice entry pass, great defence. Very good again from Thomas Kingsmill in goal. Marist hanging on. They lead 5-2. Tauranga at the moment, they just can't find the back of the net.
Yeah. Excellent defence by Marist. Allowing the short side 3 on 2.
Lewis.
Good work from Amosa Gould. Centre forward.
Lewis, picked off nicely. That is very good there from Sam Jones defensively. Also working there is Newberger and back to Bay Fountain. So they survive. Boy, what a fast-paced game this is. I cannot underestimate how tough it is aerobically. As they push now forward, they come with Pickering. Pickering decides to just settle things down. Daniel Kays takes control. He'll go across and find Carrington. Carrington back to Kays. Need to try and bring Joseph Kays into this game. Somehow the shot comes from a distance, but it's wishful thinking. Simply just too easy for Thomas Kingsmill.
Yeah, he actually tipped that over the top. He's got away with one there. So no corner rewarded.
And they'll come down immediately to...
Oh, good pass.
To Chambers.
Great pass.
Chambers with the pass and the brilliant execution and the absolute class of Matt Small. Well, they just made... returned nothing into something. Have a look at this. Brilliant long pass from Chambers. Matt Small read it, got up beautifully, got his timing right, just pulled the trigger, and Bay Fountain, as good as he had, didn't even have time to blink.
That's a great pass. That's 15 metres. That's an outstanding pass by Richard Chambers.
And they're happy about that too. This is starting to just get away from Tauranga now. Got to bring Joseph Kays into the game here. He's pushing forward in that centre forward position. They need to bring him out and use him. Another chance here. But they get back this time defensively. Patterson. He's got Cameron Hayes with him in the number 5 cap. Patterson decides to come forward. And the long shot again.
And a counter.
That at the moment is the best way.
Richard Chambers on a counter down the pool in front of the ball.
Kingsmill happy to just sit back and finds Matt Small, the goal scorer. And Small now will push forward. He'll have Lewis out to his right-hand side.
Chambers now, Lewis at centre forward, second post up. Nice.
Oh, up there, crossbar too.
Yeah, we've got a 2 metre here.
What a game. Just explain the 2 metre.
So the ball was shot by Matt Small. I believe it took a field player's deflection and then the goalkeeper's.
What, inside the 2 metre?
Any deflection off a goalie over the back line or landing on top of the goal, which is what that did, becomes a corner throw, 2 metre.
So 6-2, 4-goal buffer to Marist. Not many people would have picked this based on what we saw last year, based on what we saw in the semi-finals.
Stoppage here, so Joseph Kays can put his cap back on.
So Michael Brooks, and there is John Waldo, who was heading to the Tokyo Olympics in an official capacity. So just a chance for both teams to settle down, relax. Tauranga have been rattled. And the key thing here, and this is what I like about Marist, they've gone in there and they've put the pressure on Tauranga. They've put them in a situation they probably haven't been used to. And now Tauranga have to slow everything down and make the adjustment.
Yeah, if we go back to last year's Interclub final in October, we had exactly round the other way. Tauranga started really well, and took the game away. This time it's round the other way.
So 4 and minutes 47 seconds. So just a little bit of confusion here.
Yeah, they're looking for the caps. If they don't find the caps and they can't give them replacement caps, then the athletes have to be substituted.
If you have just joined us, the white caps are Marist and the blue caps are Tauranga. Tauranga are the defending champions. And it will be Richard Chambers who get play back underway, back to Lewis. Chance here for Marist. Oh, very good play again, just turning on the dime. Great athleticism again. Was that Matt Small?
Yeah, some very nice skill thrown from Matt Small. Put under a lot of pressure there, I felt, by Liam Patterson.
And now chance
Did
here.
well.
Chance here for Pickering. Pickering decides to just lay it back a little bit. Happy to be patient. Nick Patterson driving forward. They'll go to Daniel Kays. Kays.
Good kick out. Theo Boss drawing Matt Small.
Now, Theo Boss, now chance here for Tauranga. They need to really score here. Can't be down this end of the pool this often and not score. Chance. Do they work it? Do they work it? Looks
nice
for the shot,
shot.
and that is brilliant. Moment of individual from Justin Pickering. Boy, he just set himself up, a couple of little feints, and then he just pulled the trigger.
Yeah, shot around the block.
The defender just couldn't stay there, couldn't create. So just fatigue kicking in at that point, and the shot, and suddenly Tauranga. Maybe can they just shift momentum? Can they shift momentum back into their favour?
Absolutely. Plenty of time in this game.
6-3, 4 minutes remain in the second period. Straight back down though to Chambers. Chambers to Drennan. Being patient. Still a sort of a zone defence being set up by Tauranga. Now they're looking to go back to the left.
Done.
Nice little pass. The man has opened up. Driving now for the line. Finds the lane, but comes off. And good save there from Bay
What's the
Fountain.
call?
What are the goalkeepers called
penalty.
here?
They've called a penalty on Bay Fountain.
So let's just have a look. Oh, it looked a little unlucky, Bay Fountain. I thought it looked like Louis Clark was all over him. However, it is a penalty. It's a chance now for Marist to extend the lead to 4 goals. It will be Lewis. Lewis is just too good, isn't he? Too much composure, too much class. All 3 of his sisters played water polo for New Zealand, all out of diocesan. School for girls. Let's have a look at Lewis.
Yeah, it's the second time he shot that side. Nice shot by him.
Good players just have that time, don't they?
Yeah, tough ask for a goalkeeper on a penalty.
Tauranga, can they now bring it down? Here we go, back through Teo Boss. And there goes Cooper. I just cannot believe just how little we've talked about Kays trying to draw the exclusion. Kays just been manhandled beautifully in the middle of the pool by Braden Drennan. So Kays wearing the number 2 cap, pushing forward in that centre forward role for Tauranga.
Got a lead break here, Louis Clark.
Yep, and he's got players, hasn't he? He'll look to go
wide.
He'll go himself. A little lob shot, didn't quite get the angle right. That is the reason you need to stay in class and study physics.
Louis Clark's a top New Zealand swimmer as well.
5. So Cameron Hayes. This wall, this wonderful defence from Marist.
Good field block.
Should be a corner, is it?
No. Off a field player. It's just a turnover. It's only off the goalkeeper as a corner.
So Thomas Kingsmill. Now, they look to try and switch
pass.
play. They'll find down on the far side, don't they? Nick
good
Patterson.
pass.
What are the referees' rule here? What are the referee rules here? Crowd showing plenty of emotion.
He's called exclusion.
And it will be in favour of Marist. So
And timeout called by Jacques Venter.
6-5 the advantage. And it is a timeout. Chance here for both teams to just regroup, but it is Marist who have the dominance at the moment, leading 7-3. Ladies and gentlemen, try and catch your breath. We here in the commentary are trying to catch ours. Just a wonderful, wonderful game of water polo at the moment. 2 teams willing to not give anything away. How do you bring Kays into this game?
Well, I think as long as they keep doing what they're doing, if you take him outside and put him onto the perimeter, it's not the best use of Joseph Case. So Joe needs to stay at the 2 metre, but the outside shooters need to slide a little bit more, create some better lanes. We saw Nick Patterson do it in the first quarter, that they need better lanes to be shooting the ball. At the moment, they're struggling to get the ball around the blocker. Justin Pickering did it off the 6-5. You've got to get the ball around the blocker and not in the middle of the goal where the goalkeeper is. So
6-5.
Just improve the execution of the last shot.
6-on-5 advantage for Marist, trying to extend this lead to 5 goals. And ask some very, very big questions of Tauranga. They have been brilliant in terms of their team dynamic, their understanding, and that is another classic example of it.
Good.
Utilising their outside shooters, using the left-handed, right-handed shooters, as we see Bay Fountain now. Can he go long, see if they can get that break?
Good work, Teo Boss. Worked Matt Lewis all the way down the pool.
11 is Sam Jones. So Jones lays it off to Pickering. Pickering brings it back to Cooper. Cooper happy to go wide, find Patterson again. Cooper, Patterson, and the shot does come. Good block though, once again from Thomas Kingsmill.
Offensive foul, they'll get another turn.
So they will get the ball back. Another
Called on Matt Lewis.
chance here for Teo Boss. Cooper. And there is Big K's in the number 2 cap, looking to just try and push forward. Being well marked though by Matt Lewis.
Oh, he's free.
He's free. Does find it. And that's the class we talk about of K's. Get K's involved and you can win this game. They've got to use him. They've got to find a way of getting him. And they've been so brilliant in marking him. But this is why this man's been to the Olympic Games for Australia. Nice. Just have a look here.
Outstanding.
Look at that. And
soft skills.
The magic, the soft hands.
Absolutely. Outstanding from Joseph Case. Such a big man to have such soft hands.
Yeah, just that subtle little change in the wrist and just off, baseball you talk about an off-speed pitch and that was an off-speed shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so
that is class.
7-4. If Tauranga can come back quickly here, bring it within 2, what an exciting second half we've got. Matt Lewis, who's been such a key part of this Marist team. Oh, good pass. Now chance here. But the defence. So Nick Patterson's everywhere too defensively.
Yeah, strong defensive player. Good offence by Marist. Nice entry pass. Oh, exclusion here.
So Lewis drawing the exclusion.
On Joseph Case.
Kay's not happy again by the looks of it. But Lewis he's brilliant, Lewis too, at the other end. Different skill set to Kay's, but equally as influential. There he is, Lewis.
Oh, left it behind.
Right, get it, did he? But that is the danger. Trying to team up there with Amosa Gild, and it didn't quite come off.
Yeah, it was a nice 6-on-5. Should have been caught and finished.
So one more scoring chance, you would say, for Tauranga here, with just 33 seconds remaining. Driving forward is Teo Boss. His father, Willie Boss, was at school with me at Mount Albert Grammar School.
Steal by Fabian Van Roy. Taking the ball off Sam Jones. Thomas Kingsmill looking down the pool.
Look, I think Marist to be happy just to run the clock down here, won't they?
Yeah, I'd say so. They
just
might take
one
late shot and that's it. Absolutely.
10 seconds on the clock. Shot might come.
Good chance.
Shot will come.
Oh, good shot, Braden Drennan.
Yeah, off the crossbar. And so, one last chance. No, happy just to throw the ball away. Go into half time.
Joseph Case, lots of power.
And so it is 7-4 Marist over Tauranga. You are watching the Suzuki National League Club Water Polo Final. Gold medal at stakes. Earlier today, we saw Hutt beat North Harbour to win the bronze medal. So good to see Wellington having a presence at the top end or the pointy end of New Zealand Club Water Polo. Well, good crowded, plenty of atmosphere. I tell you what, I haven't heard I haven't had an atmosphere at a water polo game like I'm experiencing today for this final. Not a lot of love lost between the two teams either.
No, definitely not. There's not a lot of love lost in any of the men's games, to be honest. They all go hard at it and enjoy it and know that the battle is left in the pool and let's move on afterwards. It's an outstanding game of polo. There's some very good skills being shown by both sides.
Just want to acknowledge too the sponsors for New Zealand Water Polo, just Cap 7, the ball sponsor. Delphina, when it comes to swimwear, when it comes to functional clothing in the pool. They do just an absolutely brilliant job. 2 times you as well, of course, Suzuki, and we do want to acknowledge our streaming partners as well.
Yeah, good crowd. Lots of people up in the grandstands. Standing space only. Jacques Venter quietly happy with his Marist side at half-time.
So
Joe Kay's doing lots of talking now for the Tauranga boys.
Yeah, I think just shows how important that getting off to a good start is. But they've really probably got to just treat this next quarter like it is the first quarter.
Absolutely,
Right,
scores.
let's say it's 0-0. We've got to try and come away from this 2 goals up, and then let's see if we can maintain that momentum in that final quarter.
Yeah, good scoreboard pressure by Marist.
Well, Cap 7 there, Suzuki. Special thanks, of course, to Stream Shot for their wonderful coverage.
Michael Brooks about to get us underway.
How important is this third period for Tauranga? How important is this first opportunity with the ball, whether offensively or defensively? They need, and they've got the ball, so good start. This very small but noisy Tauranga crowd who have travelled up, happy with the way things have started. Chance
Finds the
here,
lane.
and does find and does score, does he?
No.
No.
Off the post, not in.
Yeah, wasn't sure if it had travelled after it came off the post, so they get out of jail a little bit.
Yeah, found the lane though.
Thomas Kingsmill. Now, need to stop Nick Patterson here. Patterson to Lewis. Lewis looks for the little entry pass, turns backhand, good save. And Kingsmill came off his line, shut the angle down. And then Bay Fountain, I should say, apologies, Bay Fountain.
Yeah, Louis Clark's backhand.
Getting my goalkeepers around the wrong way, to apologise. Chance coming. So Tauranga being a little bit more patient, looking for those lanes.
Oh,
and that
that's
is just
a great
another
shot.
moment of genius too, isn't it? Another moment of genius. Teo Boss.
Right-handed on the poor angle. Beautiful bounce shot near side. Around Braden Drennan.
Played in a New Zealand development team at the Premier League, which was a new initiative last year. A very good young side that did incredibly well. And so
That's a
the
big
margin
goal.
is just 2.
Yeah, it's a big goal.
You just sort of sense Tauranga have woken up. Chance here though for Marist. Fabian Van Rooy, the number 9 cap. And good chance, they turn. Oh, I do like the intent though there from Richard Chambers. That was classy, But
Yeah, plenty of experience in Richard Chambers.
Bay Fountain though, equal to the occasion. As we see Cameron Hayes come forward.
Oh, good pass. Good pass.
This
Penalty
time,
awarded.
Kay says, thank you.
Yeah.
Kay says, hey, about time. Not that we necessarily agree with it, but he has said to the referees, hey guys, come on, I'm an experienced campaigner.
Oh, no, it's exclusion. Fabian Van Rooy taking the exclusion.
So, they come across, 6 on 5. Chance here.
Yeah.
Need to try and bring Kays into the mix. We know how good he is. He's this
Oh,
time
good
he's going
pass.
right on the perimeter. That they go to him. They do.
Oh, wow.
Very good defense again from Matt Lewis. It was great offensive play, but then Matt Lewis just
Offensive
rose
foul.
to the occasion.
They've still got a chance here.
So they've got another opportunity. All the good work from Lewis. Been undone somewhat by an offensive foul.
And compounded, another exclusion.
So got to stop, maybe talking to the referees. Got to just maintain your discipline now.
Ben Fleming excluded.
So suddenly, what are we down by 2? I think it's 6 on 4, is it?
No, 6-5.
6-5 still.
There's a lane. A good field block.
Tipped over the top.
Yeah, nice
Tipped
field block.
over the
Great
top.
Drennan. There's a good opportunity for Tauranga the last minute and a half.
Kingsmill pushes.
Counter-attack chance. Gone.
Happy to settle it back down to set things back up. Try and see if they can get a little bit of a read. That door is open on that right-hand side of the goal. If someone's prepared to try and pull the trigger. But they're not at the moment. It comes back to Chambers.
Good defence, Joseph Kays.
Kays, that press-type defence. Now the big shot comes. And he does score from nowhere. And it's those little moments. Bay Fountain, well, I tell you what, you've got the Matt Small celebrating. Bay Fountain, well, he'll be disappointed. But who expects someone to shoot from that far with such velocity? Look at that.
It's a good shot he had. Not a lot of space. Put it underneath Bay Fountain's. Matt Small, Bay Fountain, been playing in national sides for years, for the last 2 years or 3 years.
And how big is that goal in the context of this final?
Big goal.
Because suddenly that lead is now 3 goals again. Tauranga, they need to be the next team to score. They'll come back through the brilliance of Cooper, who's been good. Cooper back to Patterson. Patterson, looking.
Yeah, too many arms. Good defence.
It was never on, was it?
No.
Yeah. Kay's now pushing forward. Kay's looking forward. He is open if they can get it to him. In fact, it's not Kay's. It is, in fact, Cameron Hayes.
Yeah. No, it's backcourt exclusion. Justin Pickering.
So a chance here, 6 on 5 for Marist. They've just got such depth in their squad, haven't they, Marist?
Oh, good shot, Fabian Van Rooy.
Well, you've got to say now it's starting to get away a little bit from Tauranga. They are in a world of trouble at this point, and it has been just some individual brilliance, some opportunist type shooting, and a change in tactics in terms of the way they've been scoring their goals too, because they have been relying on a lot of cohesion, a lot of in-short passing, and now they're just shooting from the perimeter, and I guess that has somewhat taken Tauranga team a little bit by surprise and haven't adjusted defensively.
Well, there might well be a little bit of fatigue setting in. The pace of the game's been outstanding. So there must be some tired athletes out there. I haven't seen Nick Patterson get out of the pool yet. So
4 goals is the difference. Tauranga.
Oh, good shot, David Cooper.
Yeah, but Cooper now has brought it back within 4. We talk about individual brilliance. Well, from one end of the pool to the other, that was a great example of it again. You know, sometimes you've just got to take responsibility, set the tone, and that is a great example of it from Cooper in the number 4 cap. And doesn't he delighted by that?
Some quality outside shooting.
So, chance here, 9-6. It is still game on. Good defence again this time.
Exclusion here, 4.
Cooper.
Oh no, it's not 4, it's 5. Cameron Hayes.
Cameron Hayes. And Matt Lewis looking. Lewis finds Ryan Pike. Back to Lewis. Will he go? Happy to go in.
It's a goal!
Is it a goal? Is it a goal? What do they say?
Yeah, it's a goal.
John Waldrow says goal. He was standing there on the far side.
Yeah.
Well, Matt Lewis again. How good is Matt Lewis in terms of just the subtle little touch, the reading, the understanding, and just wonderful. Was that what Louis Clark, I think, the goal scorer?
Yeah, Louis Clark pushed it in, hit the goal line, bounced down. We've got the perfect angle for that. And then, unfortunately, Bay Fountain's elbow pushed the ball into the goal.
10-6, 4 goals the difference.
But it was an outstanding pass.
Marist in control. Tauranga in trouble.
Good work going on at centre forward by Tauranga.
Yeah, Ryan Pike good defensively there too, getting up on his opposite number, David Cooper. Not allowing him any room, and a somewhat ambitious shot, but a good shot, just over the top though.
Yeah, Joe Kay's trying to inject himself into the game in a different way.
So a chance here, Kingsmill. He'll be happy just to settle things down.
There's 2 balls in the pool at the moment, so we've got to stop the game.
If you are inspired by what you see, you want to get down, don't forget the women's final, which should be a beauty, 3 o'clock this afternoon, bringing you live coverage here on Sky Next. We are watching the men's final between Marist of Auckland and Tauranga. Lewis again, how good has he been all day?
Oh, Fabian Van Rooy again. Stepping up again. Look how much it means to him.
Look how much it means to this Marist club after last year. Go back to the replay. Again, it's from distance. They just sat back. They just looked at him.
Found the gap.
And somehow, in the middle of all of that chaos and carnage, he finds the back of the net.
Yeah, great shot.
Pushes up number 12. So Tauranga, they trail by 5. They need to score next. Sam Jones into the game for Tauranga. And the shot does come. Great block again, though. How good has Kingsmill been? Now we talk very much about Fountain and how much influence he was going to have. At the
counter
other
opportunity here. Gone. Fabian Van Rooy choosing not to push that.
So a chance here for Lewis. Lewis happy to push forward. Lewis lays it off, goes down the left-hand side, slightly wayward pass, but picked up nicely by Cooper. In fact, picked up by Ryan Pike.
Nice block there, David Cooper.
It'll be Kays who'll come away with the ball. Joseph Kays. How do they turn this around? Can they turn this around? Looking at the face and the body language of Bay Fountain, I think he knows they're in a world of trouble here. Now they come, they look, good defence.
Nice work, David Cooper, good block, Kingsmill. Some very good work. Both teams, David Cooper finding a lane, Kingsmill blocking.
12. So, Patterson.
Good work, Taylor Boss at centre forward. Nick Patterson could shoot this or pass.
Well, he's going to have to score whatever they do, aren't they?
Yeah,
they just can't.
They need one more. They got one.
And they do get one. They pulled one back. So now 11-7. Yeah. They'll have another scoring opportunity before the end of this third period. They'd love to go in 11-8, just the 3 goals down. But they've got to get it back up the other end now and shut down a very good Marist offensive unit who have been scoring from every different angle, every different position in the pool and using multiple tactics offensively to get the job done. Yeah. And I tell you what, in doing so, I'm not really sure how Tauranga know how to set up defensively for it. But I still think more effective if they just create that man-on-man press defence with the ball holder, ball carrier, like they're doing now. That's better. Slow it down. Lewis under a bit of pressure. Great little pass from Lewis.
Exclusion there. Man up, good opportunity here.
So opportunity for Marist. They'll come back to Lewis. Lewis will go back into the middle of the pool. He'll go across the pool. Switches the play nicely. This is where they were in the first half.
Score goal
from this. Nice. Brilliant save though. Well done. Outstanding from Bay Fountain. Yeah. And Kay's there supporting them too. Wonderful offensive play again, set up by Lewis. Looking, just looking for the likes of the Liam Pattersons and the Louis Clarks.
Yeah, that was well set up, that move. Dragging the defence all the way to the left.
27 seconds, they'd love to score here. Game on if Tauranga can score now. And he has a big shot, he does score. We've talked so often about the importance of Joseph Kays. His inclusion in this game, that is an example of why he needs to start taking control.
I'm not sure what's going on here. John Waldo's just issued Joseph Kays a yellow card.
Did he maybe just give somebody the old...
You can't, unless Joseph Kays is written down as the head coach can't take a yellow card. Our player can't take a yellow card.
Well, intriguing battle.
Yep.
14 seconds.
Plenty of passion. Oh, big elbow in the head, Joseph Kays.
3 minutes reign. Lewis with the pass. Fountain comes out, taken over by Kays. Kays, does he have the shot with 5 seconds on the clock? Does he have a shot?
Give it to Patterson. Patterson
They have
will
a
take
big shot. And no real velocity on that. And we'll go into the final period with just a 3-goal buffer. It is Marist leading Tauranga by 3 goals, and arguably one of the best games of water polo seen in this country in a long time. 2 wonderful teams, 2 teams of just gladiators. It's not a game of water polo. At times it feels more like a street fight.
This is outstanding water polo, and absolutely right. We haven't seen a game of this quality in quite some time. Change in the goalkeeper. Interesting change in the goalkeeper at the moment. Looks like Nigel Tan will come in for Thomas Kingsmill. He's warming up at the moment. We'll have to wait and see on how the next quarter starts. Next 4 minutes is key. If Marist can keep them out for 4 minutes, they should have enough lead to take the National League. However, Tauranga get a roll on? Who knows? All on. David Cooper, Joseph Case.
Well, it's game on,
certainly
isn't it?
stepping up.
It's game on if Tauranga can score first early in this final quarter. Suddenly, the composure, the control that Marist have had, you do then just start to ask a few questions. That's when you're going to rely on the leadership, though, aren't you, of the likes of the Matt Lewises, who are just going to say, hey, guys, let's just slow this down. Let's just sort of stick with our pattern. Let's maintain our shape. Let's just do what we're doing.
Yep, certainly been a change in the goal for Marist. Nigel Tan is in.
So that is the change. 8 minutes remain to find out who will be club champions for 2021. Will it be the Bay of Plenty and Tauranga, or will it be the traditional Marist? Feeder schools to that club such as Sacred Heart, the Catholic-based schools traditionally. And we are underway. Who wants this ball the most? And who gets the ball? It is Tauranga. Their small but vocal crowd let everybody know that they are on the attack, that they are on the prowl. It is Ugbawa who passes off to Nick Patterson. Patterson pushing forward, looking for Case. Case getting worked over in the middle of the pool at centre forward. They're trying to use him. Can they get the little entry pass in? They do open the door there.
Oh.
Goes back across. Patterson with the shot. Patterson
shot.
scores!
Yeah, it's game on, all right.
It is now 11-9. 2 goals in it. 7.5 minutes remain. The shift in momentum, has it come? Let's just have a look here. And you just see the work Kays is doing. They've got 2 on Kays, and that provides the opportunity, doesn't it? And that's the danger. Look what it means to Kays in the background.
Ryan Pike at centre forward.
Driving.
Nick Patterson defending.
Patterson.
Braden Drennan with the shot.
The shot blocked. So Marist now, first time in this game, even though they're ahead by 2, are they feeling the pressure? Does time suddenly start to speed up for them? Can they slow it back down? Can they draw upon that experience to close and keep Tauranga out? Tauranga score here.
Some good work on this back post by Teo Boss.
How much psychological damage will be done? Kays will be asking for it. The shot clock counting down. Good pressure, long shot. Oh, just manages to get it off the line. Manages to get off the line, Nigel Tan. Good start for Tan.
Yeah, that'll help him. First hands on the ball.
Have a look here. Slightly ambitious, but not a bad thing to do. New goalkeeper in. You're not sure how he's seen it. You're not sure whether his nervous system's up. Hey, test him early.
Well, he's missed the first one, so that's the first touch. Justin Pickering pushing the ball under from Richard Chambers.
Yeah. Good defence. Good defence. Coming from Tauranga when they need it most. People on the edge of their seat here. You can see them in the background. No one quite knows which ways this is going to go. You're watching the Suzuki Water Polo League, the national final gold medal game. Marist lead by 2. Tauranga, the defending champions, in possession. They continue to push forward. The shot comes and just wide again. So looking to try and pull a trigger for distance. Do they sense that Nigel Tan's weakness is the long shot?
Yeah, perhaps. David Cooper, he's put away a couple from the outside.
Driving up, pushing up. Now, Matt Small with the ball. What do they do here? They've been shooting from a distance. Oh, got a big nip to it, didn't he, Bay Fountain?
Yeah.
We talk about how good he is, and he got the hand out, stopped what was an excellent shot again. A type of shot that has been, very, very effective for Marist today.
Yep.
And now,
Bay Fountain certainly up to it there. There's a good mismatch here.
now look at Kay's there in the middle of the pool. They look to try and push forward, drawing the defenders. Now the door is open.
Yeah, Teo Boss could get a good lane here.
Yeah, looking for that lane, looking for that opportunity, looking for that inch. Now, does the shot come over the top? Somewhat wayward, good pressure, great D from Marist.
Yeah, probably not the shot that Tauranga were after. Sam Jones on the bad angle.
Goes across.
Yeah, nice pass. Richard Chambers.
Chambers finds Lewis.
Yeah, Small in good position. Can't get him the ball.
So, pressing Marist right back to halfway. So good defence, good pressure defence.
One-on-one here.
Up the lane.
Exclusion here.
So it did open up the lane, didn't it, in the middle of the pool with that exclusion.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that is the danger when you press too far forward on defence. You do open
Great
opportunities.
field block. Nick Patterson.
And switching play. Do they sense there's opportunity down the left-hand side of the pool? Does the shot look to come? Marist. Lewis! Lewis! You talk about big game players. You talk about the temperament. Individuals winning your games. Well, we've mentioned Matt Lewis, just how good he is. He's been brilliant in terms of assists today, but look at that. He said, you know what, I'm going to take control here. I'm going to show you why I'm arguably the best player in the country.
Yeah, with 4 minutes to go, that's a big goal. Taking them to 3. Great pass, Fabian Van Rooy. Good work initially by Ryan Pike to draw the exclusion. Entry pass was from Matt Lewis too.
Now, a push forward, number 12. Driving up the middle of the pool is Patterson. They need to score, and they need to score now to give themselves a chance. Pickering,
good
they look for the
defence.
little entry pass, but picked off nicely in the finish by Liam Patterson in the number 3 cap. And they're just calling for it out wide. Happy to slow it back down, up through Louis Clark. Clark will bring it back into the middle of the pool. Will draw the defender, which opens up space for Small. Small then finds Lewis. Good play. Will just
he's got the
a
ball
little
to
bit. The
Louis
entry
Clark.
pass comes. Can the shot come? Does the shot come?
Outstanding by Louis Clark to maintain possession.
And the shot does
header.
come again.
Bay Fountain taking Matt Lewis's shot.
Did he take that off the head, did he?
Yeah, he took it off the head.
What do they call that these days? A falcon.
Falcon, but it
Falcon.
didn't go in.
It was a falcon.
Plenty of heat on that. Louis Clark in the centre forward with Joseph Case.
3:30 remains in an intriguing final. Clock
Exclusion here.
Clock is
Matt
ticking
Small's
down.
got Teo Boss.
Teo
Excluded.
Boss, a young man on the rise, the star of the future. They push out to the right. Marist. Back to Lewis.
Good option here, Matt Small.
Just a
loose
somewhat wayward
pass.
That is fatigue now starting to kick in for sure. Tide, you start to lose your concentration. Matt Small.
Spin lob. Interesting choice of shot.
Almost scores though. And timeout called. Timeout called. Good timeout too. Good timeout comes at the right time. 3-goal difference. Marist hanging on, hanging tough.
Yeah, that's a good timeout. A little bit of pressure on Bay Fountain. Call the timeout. Take that pressure away. Move down the pool. We've got 3 minutes. We'll probably get 4 attacks, and they're going to need 3 goals. And Jacques Venter making sure he's got the strongest defensive team, I think, that he can.
So good to see Matt Lewis's mum sitting there. Big family. There she is. Managing this team.
Has been for probably 15 years.
Father in the background takes a lot of the photography. Apparently Matt Lewis was a very good tennis player in his day at a junior level. Could have done some great things in tennis. Chance here now. 3 minutes remain. Tauranga will have possession. They know what they need to do because Kays would have told them what they need to do. Such is the experience.
Absolutely.
And so, can they execute what he says? Do they? Look at the defence from Marist though. Just man on man.
It's going to take something special.
Yep, trying to find the lane, trying to see if
Patterson.
something can open up. Now the shot does come. He fakes. He does shoot over the top. Good save again. Good save again from Nigel Tan.
It was off Matt Lewis, I believe. Either Matt Lewis or Fabian Van Rooy stood up. Field blocked.
Pushing up. Now is Fabian Van Rooy.
Exclusion here. This is all falling into place right now.
So Marist trying to
For Marist.
turn it around from last year's interclub final. And now we go. Oh, good. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. That is just some very good play from Richard Chambers.
Yeah, pass was too low.
Just took all the pace off it, didn't he? And almost created an illusion with that pass, which just forced the defence.
Joe Kays will shoot this.
Kays will have a go, won't he?
Too good.
Look at him. We talked about Kays. He's got to come into it now. He needs to take control, Kays. He just needs to come forward. He needs to be the Stephen Gerrard of this team.
No, I think he's about to just take any chance he gets, he's going to have a go.
2 goals in it. Well, every time he's got the ball, look at the velocity on
shot. He only had one place to shoot, and boy, did he find it.
Now, if it does end up being tied at the end of full time, I'll get you to take us through what happens.
Yeah, we'll go to penalties. 5 penalty shooters each.
So 2-goal buffer though. Marist at the moment still in control.
Louis Clark, 1-on-1 with Joe Kays.
Yeah, Joe Kays this time. Look at him.
Turnover because there was a minor foul. Louis Clark should be swimming back here. You're leading the game. So goal was disallowed. Shot after the foul.
So 12-10. Now, how exciting can this be? If they score here now, it's down to 1.
Yeah, good defence. Here we go again. Oh, exclusion.
So Jim Kays, how crowd, well, you'd sort of sense they're being played in Tauranga at the moment, such as the excitement and the noise coming from the Tauranga fans. 1 minute 27 remains.
Yeah, very exciting last minute and a half. Man up opportunity here for Tauranga to take it to 1.
And Tauranga, look at them coming together as one. United we stand, divided we fall.
Yeah, they'll be setting up their outside shooters all into the positions they want them.
Kays will be barking out the orders. 30-second shot clock, but just been adjusted.
And here we go.
Listen to the crowd in the background. Wonderful atmosphere. So, Bay Fountain comes forward, goes to Kays. They've got to score here. They need to be precise. They are looking to be precise. Kays, does he look to shoot?
Good defence.
No lane opened up just yet. It goes across to Kays. Kays takes the shot and tipped
2
over.
metre. Good block by Nigel Tan. Exclusion is going to...
So they'll go quickly here. They'll go quickly. They'll need to go quickly.
And they do, and they score!
And it's down to 1. It is 12-11. 1 goal in it. What a game of water polo. 1 minute remaining. Both teams will have one opportunity to try and score. For Marist, it will be a chance to take this final away from Tauranga. For Tauranga, it will be a chance to take it to penalties.
Yeah, great shot from David Cooper. One of their strongest outside shooters.
Brilliant game of water polo.
Big defence here.
Running the clock down. Again, just manning up, muscling, pushing Marist back. Can Lewis bring out a moment of genius? Will it be an individual bit of brilliance that will secure this for Marist?
Good. Oh, exclusion here. Matt Small has a good opportunity.
So Lewis,
Here
6
we go.
on 5 for Marist.
This is a
They've
big
got about
moment.
13 seconds left on the shot clock. Now the chance comes. How does Tauranga set it up defensively? Pressure on the shot clock. 3, 2. They do
great
it.
pass.
Oh, there it is. It is Marist. Marist surely now. Look what it means to them. Look what it means to them. Well, Louis Clark again with Matt Matt Lewis. How good has Matt Lewis been with the assist today?
Outstanding pass.
Look at that. The athleticism. And there it is. I think Marist think they've got it with that. Tauranga will say not just yet, not just yet.
Yeah, that's outstanding. Probably the clincher.
But time is running out. Here we go. 24, 23. Clock is running down. The shot needs to come. They just need to bring in K's. They need to go now. They need to have the shot.
They do.
Good save though from Tan.
Still
good
possession.
Save from Tan.
Still possession with Tauranga, but running out of time.
14 seconds on the clock. They'll come back. K's will have the shot. He does shoot. Good defence. Marist have got it. Marist have wrapped it up. They'll run the clock down now. They will win another national title. Look at the niggle going on at the other end of the pool. Frustration just beginning to boil over. Sam Jones involved. And the referees will go. But it is Marist who claim the national title. The title they lost last year in one of the great games of water polo. 13 goals to 11. Well, Tauranga, they turned up. They did everything right in that second half, but arguably the difference and the damage was done in that first quarter. Well, Kurt Goldsworthy, sum that up for me.
Oh, look, that's an outstanding performance. Tauranga starting off the game very strongly, going up 2-1, and then Marist just piling on the goals. Tauranga coming back, getting it to within one, and then a clincher off an exclusion.
How good though? I keep going on about how good's Matt Lewis though, just in terms of just the ability from the edges and stuff. Just some of those entry passes and the understanding that he had with the likes of Matt Small and Liam Patterson.
Yeah, I think it's outstanding. I think Fabian Van Rooyen played outstandingly in the back. He was the one that had to deal with Joe Case for the bulk of the game. And then he stepped up as well and put the ball away. He fed some of those passes down to Matt Lewis. And then Matt Lewis found one more pass, those two into Louis Clark. Some outstanding water polo by Marist, but some outstanding water polo again by Tauranga. They didn't go away. They kept fighting. That was an outstanding game of water polo.
Okay, well, we will get some reaction from within inside the Marist team, but they are national champions again. Tauranga, well, a reverse to last year's final. It was Marist who got off to a really slow start last year, and Tauranga capitalised. This time it was a turnaround in fortunes, but not much in it between these two rivals, and this rivalry is just getting bigger and bigger. Great that there is so much depth in the Bay of Plenty. Just a reminder too, if you thought that was exciting, we've got a women's final still to come. We've got the Atlanta City Tridents, a Central Auckland club taking up again the might of Marist. So, two very good sides in this women's final. And the noticeable thing about the women's final coming up is there is no North Harbour. They had to settle for the third place. They had to settle for the bronze medal this morning. But look at the emotion. It's what sport is all about. It's been a long season. It's been tough with COVID. Let's go now to Kurt Goldsworthy, who is standing by with the captain.
Outstanding game. I've got Richard Chambers, captain of Marist here. Mate, a lot of passion, both teams. Turning point in the match?
I guess, the whole time we just kept on pushing it the whole time. We're up the whole game. So, that's our fitness came through in the end, and we just kept on pushing them and kept on hammering them and held on at the end. Nigel came in, only played one quarter all weekend, made some big blocks. So, yeah.
Yeah, and tough for Nigel to come in after Thomas Kingsmill was outstanding in the first three quarters. Joe Case, still such a handful. I thought Fabian Van Rooyen did really well when he had him. But he kept them in the game.
Look, we said at the start we didn't want Joe to beat us, we wanted Tauranga to beat us, and they couldn't do that. So, he's an outstanding player. Obviously, it demands a lot of respect. But, I guess it's a team sport after all.
Yeah, absolutely. I watched you throw a couple of beautiful long cross passes, Richard Chambers, early in the game. Thought you and Matt Lewis on that side were really strong. Are you going to keep on going?
Oh, we'll see. We're not hanging up yet. As long as I can contribute, I'll still keep playing. I'll know when it's time.
Excellent. Thank you, Richard. You've been outstanding for the sport.
So there you go. Richard Chambers there giving us his thoughts, the captain of the national champions, Marist. Look at the emotion, look at what it means. The game of water polo well and truly alive. Matt Lewis there in the background, one of the real heroes. It's an old cliche, but I'm going to stick with it. Water polo, ultimately the winner after that men's final. As I said, coming up at 3 o'clock this afternoon, we've got the women's final, the gold medal match. This should be a beauty too. Atlanta City Tridents featuring the great Morgan McDowell up against Marist Magic, who has a team with names such as Sammy Milicic, Caitlin Mary Parker-Allen, Malaya Jofferson. It should be an absolute cracker. On behalf of myself, Kurt Goldsworthy, and the Stream Shop team, we look forward to having your company shortly.